Hello students, welcome to lecture number 21. Topic for today's session is product layout. I Dr. Rohan Prabhakar Devale welcome you all. This is online lecture series. The subject operations and supply chain management. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Learning objective for today's sessions are to know the basic concepts of product layout, to understand the merits and demerits of product layout. We will start with the concept of product layout. The product layout can be defined as an arrangement or a mechanism of various machines run to produce the final product in a prescribed order. Product layout has a structured arrangement of various machines that concentrate on producing a single kind of final product. Here, the output of one machine at one step will become the input for the another machine. If all the processing equipment and machines are arranged according to the sequence of operation of the product, then the layout is called as product type of layout. In this type of layout, only one product of one type of product is produced in an operating area. This product must be standardized and produced in large quantities in order to justify the product layout. In production, a product layout refers to a production system where the workstations and equipments are located along the line of production as with assembly lines. Usually, work units are moved along a line that is not necessarily a geometric line but set of interconnected workstation. So, work units are moved along a line by a conveyor. Work is done in small amount of at each of the workstation on the line. To use the product layout, the total work to be performed must be divisible into small tasks that can be assigned to each of the workstations. Because the workstations each do small amount of work, the stations utilizes specific techniques and equipment tailored to the individual job they are assigned. This can lead to a higher rate of production. The raw material is supplied at one end of the line and goes from one operation to the next quite rapidly with a minimum work in functional storage and material handling. The next figure in the PPT shows product layout for two types of product, that is for product A and product B. Just look at the figure. So this is a typical example of product layout. At the left hand side, we can see the input raw materials. Concentrate on the upper part, that is, output is product A, which we can see at the right hand side corner. So product A and product B are finished goods. Now just see the type of product layout. Raw materials at the upper corner, raw materials are input and there are n number of machines, that is, the raw material is undergone through turn, drill, mill, grind, assemble, clean, inspect and pack machineries and departments. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 type of different operations that are performed. So product is flowing from 1 to 8. So raw materials are in process. In between it is transformation is done and product A is the output. Similarly, in the low part, you can see the finished good is product B. There are n number of raw materials, that is input to the process, and the processes are cast, grind, turn, drill, mill, paint, inspect and then pack. So this product B is undergone through various operations. So this is the typical example of product layout. Now we will see examples of product layout. The product layout examples are majorly manufacturing units and continuous processes. Certain industries such as sugar manufacturing, paper, cement are the best example of product layout. Also, automobile industries, electronic appliances like printers, refrigerators were using these type of product layouts for manufacturing the products. Our daily needs like food, paper, etc. manufactured which is the help of the product layout. The product layouts are preferably used for large-scale industries having continuous flow processes. Now we will see few features of the product layout. It involves huge equipment to produce the product. The machines available in the product layout are semi-scale type of machineries. Sophisticated machines are used here. The linear arrangement of product layout may be either paced or non-paced. Few more features of product layout are: product layout requires huge amount of investment to purchase machineries at initial position, and the product layouts are required more physical work than that of technical skills. These are the features of product layout. Now we will see the advantages of product layout. Lowest total material handling cost. There is less work in process. Better utilization of men and machineries are possible in case of product layout. Less floor area is occupied by material in transit and for temporary storage inventories. Greater simplicity of production control can be achieved in product layout, and total production time is also minimized in case of product layout. These were the advantages of product layout. Now we will see some limitations or demerits of product layout. No flexibility, which is generally required, is obtained in this type of layout. The manufacturing cost increases with a fall in volume of the production. If one or two lines are running light, there is considerable machine idleness. A single machine breakdown may shut down the whole production line, and specialized and strict supervision is essential for the product layout. Now, this is the typical example. Another example of product layout. We can see three important sections that are colored in pink, violet, and green. There are various workstations like receiving and storage department, inspection section, and materials and components are undergone through workstation 2, 3, and 4. At assembly feeder, there is a storage department and the workstations are 6, 7, and 8. After that, there is oven department and 9, 10, and 11 are workstations. And at workstation number 10, workstation number 12, storage and shipping department is there. So this is the example of product layout. This is the book of Simba publication, Operations and Supply Chain Management, written by me. In my next video, we will understand the product versus process layout. In my previous videos, we have seen the process layout, and in this video, we have seen product layout in detail. And in my next video, we will just distinguish between product versus process layout. Learning outcomes from today's session, we have seen the basic concepts of product layout. We have also seen the merits and demerits of product layout along with the features and examples of product layout. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for further notifications. Keep learning, keep thinking, and thanks for watching this video. These are some references I have prepared